Hello everyone. As you can see, this box is very interesting. Be back in a second. Right, so we just received a delivery. I'm basically from Carniraw. I'm not promoting them as such. I am supporting them. They are not supporting me or anything like that. It would be really great if they did. We'd love to try out all their stuff. But it occurred to me I had forgotten that I can't always get all the raw meaty bones that I want to get for him. So I decided to contact them and get a little bit of duck for him, a duck frame, duck feet, duck necks. And because it's so difficult to get kidney at the moment, I decided to get some spleen and pancreas from beef. So, right, so we have the 1 kilogram of duck neck. It's clearly a hit. We have got duck feet, loads and loads of duck feet. Also another kilo. I asked for a duck frame, a 1 kilogram duck frame, so that's what this is. I am going to allow everything to defrost a little bit, and then I'm going to cut smaller and freeze separately and all of that kind of stuff. So it'll be like a semi-defrost. Okay, now here we have got spleen. So this is what a kilogram of spleen looks like. And I'm glad he's so interested because he is going to get a piece later. Not now. And we have got pancreas, beef pancreas. That's what that looks like. I'm glad he's so interested. That means that when I feed it to him, we won't have any issues. Alright, so I'm going to go and pop this into our fridge. Then it can just defrost a little bit. And then we can basically split it up and separate and package it off and all of that stuff. So I'm putting it out there for all of you raw meat for dogs or raw meaty bones for dogs suppliers. If you'd like to sponsor us, that would be fantastic. We welcome it. He loves his raw food, and we will happily promote you. So go for it. Anybody out there with some natural treats for dogs? Obviously, I am fussy, so there's certain things I will not give him, even with raw meaty bones. What some people consider a raw meaty bone, I might not consider it a raw meaty bone. So that I will not promote, but it's definitely something that I will happily discuss with a supplier who wants us to promote their products. So I'm putting that out there. I'm happy to support and promote. And if you guys then sponsor us a little bit, that'll be fantastic. It's a win-win situation. Anyway. And we're back. It's the following day, and I'm ready to divide this stuff up. We have Kuan Yin, our 14-year-old beautiful kitty cat who's always out to score maybe a little extra yummy. We have Lycan, the German Shepherd dog. Yes, and he knows his name so well. And they're all hoping to score. All right, so let's see. We are going to now basically just get it so we can freeze it properly and not have it stick to each other, at least for the duck necks and the duck feet. The big duck itself, I want to cut up. And some of it will be for his raw meaty bone for supper tonight. All right, so just bear with me while I get organized, and here we go. Alright, I'm going to start with the duck necks. No, sweet, this is way too big for you. And they're still very frozen. I just want to get them back into the deep freeze, but in individual pieces so that it's easier to package them and also to get them out of the deep freeze and not have to defrost the whole pack, if you get my drift. Alright, now I can get away with doing that. That'll be easy enough to break away once it's totally frozen. Alright. And that pack is empty, and that little bit of ice I'm actually giving it to my boy. Alright. Now, the feet. More or less the same thing. Just lay them out so that they can freeze individually. Actually, let's put that away. Sure. And again, I'm going to lay them across each other because it's easier to break them once they're frozen, and then keep them as individuals. I do the same with chicken feet. Remember that these feet, chicken or duck, is full of cartilage and a little bit of bone. So there's going to be a lot of glucosamine and chondroitin and collagen, and of course for young dogs especially, great chewing opportunities. So this is something you might want to consider for your dog. Even if you don't feed raw, it's still a nice chewy for the dog and keeps him from munching on your furniture. This I'm going to just give to my dog. Alright, and that takes care of that. I'm going to just go stick this in the deep freeze. And then when it's frozen, I'm just going to basically break it apart and pop it into a bag. One for the necks, one for the feet, and then it goes back in the deep freeze, and I can just pick one out as I need it. Alright, hang on, we'll do the big duck nana. And we're back. It's time to do the big duck. Well, it's not so big, but that doesn't matter. Alright. Oh, it's very scrawny. Poor thing. There's really not much to this poor thing. Okay, so we have got very frozen wings. Okay. I'm just trying to see how I'm going to divide this up. I think this duck is going to be 4 pieces. Just by the way, for those of you who did not know, all that blood that collects in the packets, or in this case, this particular bowl, don't throw it out. There are a lot of valuable nutrients inside here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it off into a, what's it called, an ice cube tray. So again, I've got to wash my hands. Your dog would really appreciate I call them bloodsicles. So once that's frozen, obviously it's going to go into the deep freeze, and when it's frozen, then over the next few days, you just take one of these bloodsicles and pop it in the bowl, and if you're feeding kibble, that's fine. It'll melt into or over the dog food and be something really nice for them to chomp around on.